Hello and God bless you. Welcome to Daily Bread and Water, where we take a look at a daily Bible verse. As we need the physical food and water for our physical bodies, we also need the spiritual bread and water for our souls. Today we'll be in one of my favorite books, the book of Psalms. We're going to be in Psalms 143, verse 6. I stretch forth my hands unto thee. My soul thirsteth after thee, as a thirsty land, Selah. Yes, we thirst after Him. We stretch our hands to Him. Does your soul thirst after Jesus? I pray that it does. Because as we have that void in our life, that void is because our soul is thirsting after Him. Whether you know it or not. That's what that void's about. That's your soul thirsting after God. Thirsting after Jesus. So call on to Him. Seek His face. Say, Jesus, I believe in who you are. That you truly were the Son of God. That you truly were God and man. That you truly were a man who came to this earth to die for my sins. Admit that you're a sinner. Our sin separates us from God. Creates a valley between us and God. All we got to do is accept that free gift of what Jesus did. And He will bridge that gap, and God will dwell in that God-shaped hole, that void in your life. Because it's only God can fill that void. But God is holy, and He cannot dwell where there's sin. So you just gotta get God to take that sin away. Jesus paid for the price for that sin. All I gotta do is to reach out and accept it. The atonement's already been paid. The atonement is made by the shedding of blood. Jesus shed His blood for you. So if you're thirsting after Jesus, if you're thirsting after something, that void in your life, and you're not feeling it, you're not feeling that thirst from your soul, then you need to invite Jesus in your life. Because that's who your soul is thirsting after. It's thirsting after Jesus. Not after drugs, alcohol, sex, money, popularity, friendship, whatever it may be. Your soul is thirsting after Jesus. So I pray that you come and say it all to Jesus Christ, because we ain't got much time left, y'all. There's so many things going on in this world that Jesus told us about. Wars, rumors of wars, famines, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places, Antichrist rising up. So many different things. Phrase rivers, they say it's drying up. We know that there's angels, fallen angels, that are bound in chains that are in the river Euphrates. One day they're going to come up because there ain't going to be no water to hide them. So get serious about Jesus. Call on the name of the Lord while it can be found. If you've been backslidden, just ask for forgiveness. Say, Lord, I put something over it, I prioritize something over you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I want to make you the priority. Got to make him the priority today. Because that trumpet could sound any sound. The tribulation is about to start. We talked about a video yesterday or the day before about that door is about to shut. We can hear the hinge creak. That door is about to slam shut, y'all. Come inside before that our door shuts. You know, I heard brother today. He was explaining it as an airplane. And Jesus over the loudspeaker saying, "This is your pilot. We're about to take off." Whatever analogy you want to use. Simple fact is, soon and very soon, we are going to be gone. Not by aliens. We're not being abducted. We are being taken to heaven to be with our Jesus forever. I don't know when it's going to happen. You know, every time I'm trying not to take too much into what people are saying for dates. Because, you get excited, then your heart sinks when it doesn't happen. We just got to look up every day. Treat each day like this is the day. That's what I think is so crazy. Some people like to complain and argue with people who believe that it's pre-tribulation rapture. My heart says be ready any day. It won't matter because we're not guaranteed tomorrow. You could die today. You could die on your way to church. So, just do what you got to do to get right with God. And treat every day like the rapture could happen. Because we will not know the day, but you don't want to be caught. You don't want to be caught. Jesus comes back and you're living like the world. Would you want to? Now, I'm not saying that he will do this, but because it's perfect, and God's not expecting us to be. He wants us to be, but he understands that we can't be completely holy because we're in this fallen world. But do you really want to be living like the world and sinning all over the place on the day that trumpet sounds? I know that we can't have God in our heart and the world. It just ain't going to happen. I mean, Jesus clearly says, you can't serve two masters. That's why I always say, if there's something took priority over your life, in your heart, get Jesus back in your heart. Because knowing who He is in your mind, confessing who He is with your mouth is not going to cut it. He's got to be in that heart of yours. So if He was in your heart, but now you pushed Him on the back burner for advancement in your career or vacation homes you want to buy or whatever it may be, put Jesus back in the front. Put Jesus first. Because if that trumpet was a sound, you don't want to be found unworthy of going. I'm not saying that you will. I don't know. But is it really worth risking, taking the chance? I love you. God bless you. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. God willing.